good morning, good afternoon. If you catch that at a later time, I hope you slept well. This is your host, Tea Time, and today I'll be doing my review of the third episode to the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. So far, I like what they're doing, but not everything. I feel like that this episode it's still gonna be him just trying to get Leia back home. Nothing wrong with that, but I don't want the rest of the season to be that. But it seems like it's gonna be that. There's 3 episodes left, I think, or 4. I'm not sure. I still gotta look into that. But if you've seen this episode, at the end, it's still gonna be about him, Obi-Wan and Leia. I don't like that because I feel like there could be a lot more to Obi-Wan's story. Like, mind you, this is supposed to take 10 years after episode 3 and before episode 4. Let me remind you, episode 3 was when Order 66 started and all the Jedi were killed. And Obi-Wan survived, and now he's living his days in secrecy, trying to stay alive long enough until until Luke can start learning about the Force, which takes place in episode 4. So this is a 10-year mark in between 3 and 4. I hope that it's rumored that it's gonna be a second season. So hopefully that if that rumor is true, then good. If not, then I'm gonna be upset because if this is all about they make this more about his time with Leia than anything else, and I really don't like that. Me personally, I don't like that. The one thing I do like about this episode is, as you can see, they brought Vader in here, and I forgot the actor that started with Vader, but if you pay attention, Hayden Christensen, you can hear his voice as he plays Vader, and then you can hear the original um, actor that played Vader. So they brought him back. I like that. Drink your protein. I'm sorry, real quick. So yeah, um, they do have a fight scene, and I'm gonna get deep into the fight scene, the spoilers, because oh my god, like that was crazy. We're introduced to a new character. I doubt this character is gonna um, be alive, not alive, or even just be around for like the next episode. Because if you remember in episode 2, we met Hanji, the fake Jedi, who was basically like tricking people into getting money type shit. He didn't die, but he was just in episode 2, and that was it. After they left the planet, so she might be gone too. Um, we see more of the Inquisitors. With them, it's like they're they're not what I expected. If you ever played Jedi Fallen Order with Cal Kestis and the Night Sisters, there I like them. But they was all about doing what they was doing and all that stuff. The Inquisitors in here, I don't like that they complain too much. I feel that they complain too much. Oh, actually, we only see 3 of them, and 2 out of the 3 they complain too much, and I don't like that. I don't like that. They're not giving me like that. I mean, nobody's gonna compare to Vader, nobody, but they don't give me that. I'm they don't give me that Vader vibe, but they're not supposed to. Vader's his own person. Like, you see Vader like, oh shit, this nigga coming. Like, we gotta fight, get the fuck out of here. Most time, you gotta get the fuck out of here. But the Quizzers is like, they don't put the fear in you. They really don't. At least me, people in the TV show, yeah, of course they do, because they're Jedi that turn bad, basically. But um, I'm not interested in the Inquisitors. I should be now in the Fallen Order video game. I was interested in them because holy shit, okay, it's like the the mystery with them in the game was more impactful than this TV show. I mean, we learned a little bit more about Reva, the night sister that the third sister that's been trying to search for Obi-Wan for 10 years. Like, she was after him. And so we learned a little bit more about her in this episode. Not too much, like a tad bit. So that's cool. But like I said, the best thing about this episode was when they finally brought Vader in. Like, they had this man going. I'm not gonna say going crazy, but you see why he's Darth Vader. Like you see it right here, not a lot, but you see why. Like, oh shit, yeah, he about business, all about business. And I like that. Um, Besides that, I'm just gonna give it my rating. I think episode 1 through 2, I gave it an 8. This one, I'm still give it an 8. It's still an 8 out of 10 for me. Still 8 out of 10. It would have been higher, but I don't, like I said, I don't like how stuff is going on with this whole Obi-Wan's being whatchamacallit, an extractor. Basically, get her, make sure she bring back for 3 episodes. I feel like this should have been, I'm not gonna say wrap. It should have been wrapped up in the 3rd episode. That's what I felt. It should have been wrapped up in the 3rd episode, and now we focus back on Obi-Wan trying to keep watch at Luke. Maybe they're trying to get to Luke and he can't, and they got stopped them for that. Like something like that, man. I also don't like how things played up to like the towards the end of the episode. Like the beginning of the episode was like I said, him and Leia trying to get back to it's not Coruscant. It's what's it? I forgot the name of the planet that she lives on right now. And just stuff in there was dumb. Like it's gonna be, I'm gonna explain in the spoilers. To me, it was dumb, so I'm explaining that. But if you plan on watching the episode, then I guess this is where you're gonna click off the video. If you don't want to get spoiled, because like I said, I go deep into the episode to what I can remember from it. So if you don't want to get spoiled, click off the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you like what I was explaining and talk about. Like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you didn't like about my video. Tell me how I can make my videos better. And I will appreciate it. So, with that being said, I'm going to go into the deep dive in. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so the episode starts off with Obi-Wan trying to talk to his old master, who is Qui-Gon Jinn. For all you that don't know, episode 1, not the first movie, but like the prequel to everything. So the very first one, Qui-Gon Jinn dies, and he's basically become more powerful than ever before. Because apparently when Jedi die and they're so connected with the Force and so powerful, death is not the end, basically. They basically become the Force, basically. So Obi-Wan has been trying to talk to his master through the Force, and it's like every episode he tries, but he can't get through it. I hope that Leon Nielsen gets a cameo in here. Just cameo as a ghost, even if it's like for a minute, where he's like Obi-Wan, and he just talks something and it ends. Like I would like that, just for him to be there, like yeah, type. I like that, but it doesn't go through, and it goes from that to Leia asking Obi-Wan about the Force, like what does it feel like how do you use the Force? And he's like, I think Obi-Wan said like, you ever felt like you was in a dark place, and you basically like, you ever felt so negative and like at the dark place, but then you felt like this touch of light or something like that? That's the Force, basically. And I feel like Leia is starting to understand it, because I feel like she never knew that she could use the Force, but she's starting to understand that maybe she is using the Force. Because if you remember in episode 1, where she basically told her cousin, like, oh yeah, you're scared of your dad, you're trying to be like him, but you can't. Every time you mess up, like she was basically reading that man's life, or like his backstory or whatever, or his mind. She's basically starting to understand, like, maybe I've been using the Force in a way this whole time. But they land on a mining planet after they left from the other planet when they was getting chased. And now they're trying to find a transport to get off planet to go back to where she was born and raised at. And as they're walking, Obi-Wan is starting to see, like, is it visions? I don't think it's visions, but at one point he looks in the distance and he sees Anakin, like, just standing there looking at him. And I'm like, what is that? That's not Anakin's ghost, cause Anakin's still alive. He may be Darth Vader, but he's not dead. He's still alive. So that I don't like that. But I mean, I don't like that. As like, what is that? But I like that they like had him be there because I really don't want um Hathan to be in Darth Vader's suit the whole time. I want to like actually just see him outside, like even if it's like a flashback or like maybe Obi-Wan's mind's playing tricks on him and he's having a conversation with the old Anakin or something like that. I just want him to be out the suit acting, out of Darth Vader and acting as Anakin. I want that. But Obi-Wan and Leia hitch a ride by this unknown guy who lives on a planet basically. But the unknown guy, he's with with the Empire. He supports the Empire. He's with the Empire basically. So Obi-Wan tells Leia like, "My name is Ben. Your name is what nickname he gave her? I don't know. He gave her a nickname. He was like, I'm your father, and we're trying to get off planet to go back home." So she's like, okay, cool, whatever. So stormtroopers get on the transport too. That's going to take them to the basically the airport basically, and they start asking them questions like, "Have you seen a Jedi? We're looking for a Jedi," and he's supposedly supposed to be with a little girl. In my mind, I'm like, I know stormtroopers are bad shots, but don't tell me they're dumb like that too. First off, looking for a Jedi, you should know what he looks like, what he wears, with a little girl. This guy, he looks like a Jedi, and he's with a little girl. Mind you, while they're interrogating him on his transport, he accidentally calls Leia her real name. He was like, "What? Did you just say Leia?" He was like, I'm so sorry. We've been we came to this planet because my wife was here and her mother, and sometimes I get their names mixed up because I call her mother Leia too." Get the fuck out of here, bro. like, come on, Storage. You guys are acting really dumb. Like, I mean, somebody else could be called Leia, yes, but come on now. Put two and two together. Two people, old guy, who you should know what a Jedi is dressed like, little girl, and he accidentally calls her Leia. I'm not the smartest guy in the world in the galaxy, but I would have been like, "Hey, can we stop the car real quick and let's check these guys out?" But no, they fall for the okie doke and they get off the transport while they're still going. That was dumb. To me, that was dumb. But after that happens, Leia starts asking Obi-Wan about her mother because she puts two and two together like, "You knew my mother, didn't you? My real mother." And he was like, "Yes, I knew your mother. She was a great person, X, Y, Z." And then she was like, "Are you my father?" And he was like, "I wish I was," because Leia doesn't know that her father was a real nigga. This is where the fun begins. Real nigga out there. But if I was over, I would have told her. I would have told her. I would have been like, "I know your father. He was a raw nigga. What? He was right here. You see that?" I would have told all the good things. I would have told the bad things. She too young for the bad. I would have told the good things about her father, you know. But we also get like a little backstory because I never knew that Obi-Wan had a brother. So he tells Leia that like, yeah, I was taken from my family at a young age, and I never really knew my brother. I don't even remember my parents that well. I remember my father's hands, but that's pretty much it. And right here, I feel like we kind of see that, like, in a way, Anakin was right about the Jedi. He just went around. I feel like he just went like a wrong way about it because before Anakin and Obi-Wan's last fight in the third movie, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, he told Obi-Wan, he was like, "I see through the lines of the Jedi. And I know they're even what they're doing and how they're going about things is a lie, because the thing about the Jedi, attachments and love and everything is a path to the dark side, and through Anakin, I see why they think that. But I feel like in my opinion, I feel like it could also be used for good. Cause think about it. Think about it this way, everybody. Before um before Anakin, you know, had the visions. He in episode 3, the movie, Anakin had visions of Leia dying, basically, and he didn't want that. Yes, that basically drove him to the dark side. But if that would never have happened, if you ever seen Attack of the Clones, um, the TV show on Disney Plus. Oh no, not Attack of the Clones, the Clone Wars. I'm sorry, the Clone Wars. Star Wars: The Clone Wars on Disney Plus. Like, yeah, sometimes Anakin made decisions based out of his emotions, but everything was going good. And I put it this way, like another example, Luke was like a teenager by the time he trained to be a Jedi. And besides what happened in like episode 7, a new not New Hope, it was episode 7. The I forgot what it was, because at some point Luke lost everything too, but he never turned to the dark side. I think he just cut himself from the Force. But when you're a Jedi, trained to be a Jedi, you're taken from your family at a very young age, and you basically, that you can't do love, you can't do none of that stuff. But Luke was in hiding since he was a baby. By the time he was like a teenager, he met Obi-Wan and started training to use the Force. Yeah, he did some stuff out of emotions, but at the end of the day, he still saved the galaxy, defeated the Emperor, defeated his father, well, turned his father back good through the connection of him being his son, and saved the world. So, in a way, Anakin was right about what he was trying to do, but it was the fear of loss. That Yoda was right too. The fear of loss is the path to the dark side also. Just because something is the path to evil doesn't mean you have to go that route to it, as long as you understand what's going on. I'm preaching right now. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. I low key forgot what I left off at. Hold on, y'all. Let me regain my thoughts with you. Hold on. So yeah, so after Obi-Wan tells Leia her little backstory, they get stopped at like a checkpoint, and they tell Obi-Wan Leia to get up because we gotta scan you guys to be who you are, basically. And this is when Obi-Wan goes, John Wick, starts shooting their ass, destroys the robot that was trying to scan his face, and they was about to leave, but they got tracked by another patrol unit. But luckily, Haji from the second episode, who Obi-Wan ran into to help him find Leia, had somebody on the mining planet that was undercover as a trooper to save them. I honestly don't remember her name. I have the names of the cast right here. I believe it's either Tala, or it could be Bruja, but I think it's Tala. I think it's Tala. So yeah, she comes and she was like, yeah, Haji basically told me you guys needed help to get off the planet. Follow me, I'll take you there. So when she takes them to like their little secret hideout, they learn about there's different like rebellions over the galaxy, basically, and this is just one of them. And Obi-Wan learns about I think they said Qui-Gon was here at one point, maybe. No, not Qui-Gon. No, not Qui-Gon. This is the rebel. I'm sorry, not Qui-Gon. It was a different Jedi. I forgot the name. They said, but while this is going on, the second sister Reva is talking to Darth Vader, and she tells Darth Vader, like, yeah, we found Obi-Wan, and we're now looking for him in like the closest planets in the area, and he's basically like, do not fail me, third sister. If you succeed, the rank of Grand Inquisitor would be yours. She all happy and everything. But this is where I don't like it, because in the TV show Star Wars Rebels on Disney Plus, also the Inquisitor that she killed in the second episode, he's there. So I mean, they're kind of going off out of the timelines and everything right here, but it's whatever. Me knowing that, that's me personally, I didn't like that. That's one thing I didn't like. So Reva, the third sister, goes back and talks to the other Inquisitors, and this is what I don't like. She basically comes up and be like, okay, so set up the probes to go search for Obi-Wan and nearby planets. And one of the other Inquisitors is like, who put you in charge? I'm in next role for the Grand Inquisitor. Reva like, oh, I'm the next role for the Grand Inquisitor. I talked to Vader and he put me in charge. So do as I say. He's like, you talk to Vader, do as I say. I'm like, why y'all going back and forth about this crap? Like, the only one that is actually, to me, I'm interested in is the real quiet one. There's a third Inquisitor just sitting there looking at them going back and forth like, I don't care. I'm just trying to kill this nigga. I'm trying to kill these Jedi. I don't care about these motherfuckers like that. You know. And then he's like, enjoy this while you can, because you're gonna get what you deserve, and I'm gonna be the Grand Inquisitor. And she's like, oh, I'm definitely gonna get what I deserve. X, Y, and Z. I'm like, okay, whatever. So, with all that out the way, we go back to Obi-Wan and Leia, and I'm gonna say Tala, because I think that's Tala. We gonna say Tala, and right before they could take the secret path to go to the transport, the Empire shows up, and all the Inquisitors show up, and then it's like before they can escape, Obi-Wan gets this feeling. He's like, "What's some sensing?" And he looks outside, and Vader is there. Now this is where right here, to me, everything got good. This is what gave it an 8 out of 10 to me, because Vader shows up. And he's like just walking, like he could feel Obi-Wan is here. Like his fear of Vader is pulling Vader closer to him. And as he's walking, he sees like pedestrians, chokes this one guy, tosses him. His son runs out. He literally picks his son up with the Force and chokes him, like breaks his neck and tosses him to the ground. Takes another dude and starts dragging him in the street. It's like Vader is doing all this to drag Obi-Wan out, but Obi-Wan is like, I can't go out there. I can't face this man right now. He's like, I'm scared to face him. I'm scared to face him because of the past, and I don't think I'm strong enough to face Vader, Anakin, because he's so strong with the dark side. So they start to run away. Well, not together. He tells Tala to take Leia through the secret passageway and run, while he tries to draw Vader to him. And that's what he does. He starts to run, and as he's running, he runs right into Vader. And this part was good. He was like, Anakin, what have you become? I've become what you made me. Whew. That was tough. And they start to fight. And this part right here, this is what happened right here. Obi-Wan got his ass beat. What Vader was whooping his ass. Not like literally whooping his ass, but like sword fighting, he kept backing that man to the corner. Old age has made you weak. I'm like, oh my God. But I feel like they're going to end up fighting again. Only because if you watched episode 4, not episode 4, well, the fourth movie is called Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. If you've seen that movie, they meet again when Obi-Wan's really old, like right here, this right here. Before that fight, he was like, the circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but a learner, but now I am the master. I feel like they're going to end up fighting again, and this time Obi-Wan is going to, be back in his, and, win that fight. Not kill him, but win that fight. Probably like, you still got much to learn, Anakin, or something like that, maybe. Because Vader is basically toying with him in this fight. He's toying him, like he even like sets fire to the ground, and he picks him up and drags him to the fire, like burning him. But then, like, instead of killing him, he lets him get away, because Tala ends up saving Obi-Wan by shooting the stormtroopers and having a droid come and pick him up. And Vader could have easily blew out the fire, kill the droid, kill Tala, and kill Obi-Wan right there, but instead he lets them go. I feel like I feel like Vader is just toying with him, just making him suffer the same way he made him suffer when he was burning the fire. Because right here, that's him literally, in that part, he's dragging him into the fire, and he's like literally burning all this right here. So I'm like, damn, that man is a savage. But before the episode ends, we see Reva going to the hideout to where they was, and she sees a mark of the Jedi. And right here, I think this is like Reva, the third sister, having a flashback to when she was a Jedi, a youngling. So I feel like somewhere during Order 66, she survived and got away, and at some point went to the dark side. I don't know what we still don't know what her obsession is with Obi-Wan. If it's just the she wants to bring Obi-Wan to Vader to be a Grand Inquisitor. If it's that, then cool. But I feel like it might be more than just that. I feel like she might end up turning back to the good side, helping Obi-Wan, and die in the process. Because I see there's conflict in her. Right there shows conflict in her when she saw the Jedi symbol in the hideout. But she sees the symbol, she sees the secret passageway. So she goes in the secret passageway. Honestly, Leia should be long gone. She should be on the transport gone because she leaves past from Tala, tells Tala to go help Obi-Wan. That's what she did when she shot the troopers and got the droid to save him. And she said, I'm gonna keep running to the people that's supposed to meet me at the end of the tunnel. So the tunnel is one path. One path. I don't know how the Grand Inquisitor was able to get in front of the path and capture Leia. That shouldn't have happened. Leia shouldn't have been able to get away because at the end of the tunnel, she runs into the Grand Inquisitor and not Grand Inquisitor. She runs into the third sister, Reva, and the transport niggas are dead. And she basically takes Leia, and that's how the episode ends. That shouldn't have happened. She should have got away. But like I said, I feel like they're making this whole season about Obi-Wan trying to save Leia and get her back home. And I personally don't like that. I feel like Leia should have got away, transport takes her to where she got to go, and now we focus on Obi-Wan trying to escape off the planet and get away from Vader and the Inquisitors. So, they could have showed in the fourth episode Leia making it back home and everything, telling her father what's going on, but now we gotta go through a whole fourth episode of Obi-Wan healing and trying to go find out where they kidnapped Leia and having to fight the Night Sisters and Anakin again, Darth Vader. That sounds good, but still, he still gotta go save her all over again just to take her back home all over again. I'm like, okay. But overall, I still give it an 8 out of 10 just because of stuff going on with Vader, Obi-Wan, and that just the stuff with Vader and Obi-Wan. A little backstory about Obi-Wan, I like that too, and like the deep theory and connection that I brought out from watching that. I like that. So that's my review. I hope you guys enjoyed my review overall. I will be doing my next review, hopefully will be the fourth episode. If not, I still got some other TV shows that I gotta continue my review on. I'm debating on doing a review for Ms. Marvel. I'm thinking about it because that drops tomorrow too. You guys will see it if I do it. Links to my socials will be down below. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you like about my video. Tell me what you didn't like about my video. Help me make my channel better. Help me make my videos better. And yeah, stay safe, stay healthy. This is the way. Be blessed, everybody.